So on the checkout page for your Uzanga website, apart from the normal information that's usually collected, you know, the customer's first name and last name, email, phone number, and the shipping method, sometimes you would like to collect some extra information. For example, you'd like every order to come with the customer's Instagram handle, right? Or their TikTok handle. Or you'd like to ask them how they learned about you, about your business. Maybe they learned through social media, TikTok, word of mouth, a referral. So did you know that on your Zanga website you can add up to 10 extra fields on that specific checkout page that collect different kinds of information that you may like from the customer while they're ordering, right? So in this tutorial we'll show you how to go about it. You can add up to 10 extra fields, and you can also make them, you can decide whether they should be mandatory or optional while the customer is placing the order on your Zanga website, right? So to do so, from your or on your merchant admin, after you've logged in on your merchant admin, you go straight to settings, then find checkout settings, right? Then what you want to do is click on extra checkout fields. Okay, so we'll add our first fields. So for our case, we're simply going to ask the customer to enter their Instagram handle. For me, I'd like to DM the customer after they've ordered and tell them, hey, thank you so much for ordering. Just connect with the customer on their Instagram, right? So for the field name, we'll do uh, Instagram handle. Then for the label, the label is what appears over the field on the checkout page. So we'll say, what's your Instagram handle? Then for the field type, so you can have different kinds of fields. You can have a text area. Maybe the information you'd like to collect is a bit long, maybe a paragraph or a description, especially if, let's say you do custom orders and you like the customer to describe what they do. That's the alarm for the class to start, sorry. Or maybe the email or the phone number or a specific phone number you'd like to collect, right? If it's a simple checkbox, maybe you like them to explicitly agree to something, you can do that. If you like, let's say you do uh, tailored clothes, you can ask the customer to upload a what an inspo of what they would like you to make for them, right? So for our case, we'll just do a simple text. Then for the placeholder, we'll say uh, your Instagram username, right? Now here we can choose. If we tick this section, we're saying that the customer cannot proceed to paying for the order until they fill in this field. Then this is where we activate or deactivate it from. Now here, since it's a social media field, we are going to nini, we're going to let me check if the people on the call we're alone today. So here we're going to tick this field because it's a social media field. We're asking for their Instagram. So which platform? For this case, it's Instagram. Check a business that already has this kind of field. For example, we have a business called One Month that has a field, an extra checkout field. So let me check. So like One Month has this field called Instagram handle, and it's required. So let's go ahead and try to check out on One Month's website and see how it goes. So let's say I want to order this watch, this Chromat's watch. Click on buy now. Then the extra fields are going to appear in this section. So here, let me try and fill in the other fields and leave Instagram handle as blank. That's a Manyonge 6. That's a Manyonge. Uh-huh. Zanga Commerce. I'm going to do Matatu. Matatu to Eldoret. Uh-huh. NLC. Guardian. Okay. So notice, let's leave this blank. Also notice it's been displayed as mandatory. So I can't place the order until I fill in this part. So I'll go ahead and put our Instagram handle, and now I can proceed to payment, right? So that's how you go about adding extra fields on your checkout page so that your customer can fill in that information, so that when an order comes to your website, it comes with all the information you need to fulfill that order and do some after sales operations. Maybe you like to do marketing with the Instagram handles you collect. You like to aggregate or see the different ways people have heard about your business. Maybe you can add a field asking them how they discovered your business, right? So thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you on the next one.